Alright boys, the time is now. We finally did it. The Thor fusion is ready to go. Man, it's been a grueling fusion, can I just say, mostly because of that bloody Summon Rush event that consumed up like 6 of my sacred shards. And now there's another better Summon Rush event going on that's also double dipping, of course, into the Thor path, the Thor Titan path or whatever for his perfect soul. Or split souls. It's just frustrating, okay? It's extremely frustrating because I'm going to be pulling my sacred shards anyway. Now, it's not that I don't have a good... Oh, there he is, by the way. Screw the negativity for just a second, okay? Before I get to the state my account is in. Dude, feels good to have this guy. Thor, godly nuker. Yeah, amazing. I need more guys like this on my account. He's going to do some job for me in both Arena and in Hydra, so... pretty damn excited to have him. I also don't even have a single decent nuker for my entire Barbarians faction. That's another thing as well. So it's great to have the ginger hairy man on board. Don't we just love those shoulders? Now that said, an artifact enhancement event just went active right now. I still haven't really covered my silver needs just yet. So let's start with the silver. I'm on like 22 million silver right now. And the current artifact enhancement event is an expensive one to pick up all of the Thor hammer points. I think I'm going to be leveling up like a billion crap items just to rank 4 and just farm like 1,000 or so points that way. But that damn artifact enhancement event, that's one thing that we've got to contend with. Then of course we have the Summon Rush, which again, I pulled like 5-6 sacred shards during the previous Summon Rush event for the Thor fusion, so I don't need these champion fragments at all. I'd just be picking these up for what? To just convert into mod fragments, you know, in the summoning portal. That said, I don't have to go all the way up to these guys, right? I'm just going to go for the hammer points at 4,500 points and stop there. I'm thinking of pulling 7 or 8 sacred shards to get this done. And the reason for that is, yes, the ancient shards actually give double points for this event, right? But I think sacred shards still work out similar, if not still very slightly better than ancients. So ideally, we want to only be using ancient shards to kind of top up our points a little bit if we're just a little bit off, or if we just don't want to pull all of our sacreds. I don't want to be in a position where I'm pulling 1 trillion sacred shards to get this done, if I can avoid it, just because it's much easier to spend some gems and to just farm some crap and to just replenish your ancient shards. It's a little bit easier. Whereas sacred shards, it's very much clan boss RNG, which has been very good for me recently. In the past 3 days, I've pulled like 3 sacreds from Ultra Nightmare clan boss, which has been great. But yeah, I'm going to lean mostly on sacred shards for this event. I'm going to be pulling those shards tonight, by the way, so make sure that you stay tuned on the channel for that. There's of course also the extra added chance of pulling Teox from your sacred shards too, as well as a double legendary event. So hopefully we can get some double legendary pulls as well from those sacreds. That's going to be awesome. Also, most importantly, you don't want to pull too many ancient shards during this event if you can avoid it, because there is a 2x ancient shard event coming up in 2-3 days time on the 20th. And that 2x ancient shard event is going to land as soon as a champion chase tournament begins as well, which is also going to get our hands on more hammer points. So it's going to be a very important ancient shard pulling event coming up in just a few days time. And so yeah, I'm going to be quite sparing with how many I pull, but I will use a few just to kind of top us up a little bit. And so I don't have to pull, you know, 9 sacreds to get this done. Now, to be honest, I'm in a pretty fortunate position, of course. Like, I'm making out like, oh, my account is in tatters after the fusion, blah, blah, blah. At least I've been saving sacreds for a long time. I'm sitting on a stockpile of 19. I was like, hell yeah, dude. This is going to be sweet. I'm going to be completely prepared now for the Freya Deck of Fate event. But truth is, I might be sitting on like 11 or 12 sacreds very soon by the end of the summit event, you know? And the Freya Deck of Fate is probably going to take like 20. And so I'm now terrified that any day now the Freya Deck of Fate is going to come along and snuff out all that remains of my sacred stockpile, which I thought I was super comfortable with, man. And so I'm going to continue to stockpile supplies and just pray to the RNG gods that things are going to go well. One point of notice that I do want to bring up for all of y'all, and something that I'm saving towards as well, is of course the personal rewards clan versus clan is coming up in about 7 days time. I've been saving up all of my skill tomes and whatever since the last CVC, and you should be doing the same as well. Same with your forge materials as well. Hopefully you haven't been using your forge recently. You only want to be crafting stuff in your forge, of course, when the clan versus clan rolls around. And dude, it's going to be an incredible crafting session for us on this channel. Man, we've got how much? Man, we got a whole bunch of Defiant gear ready to craft. Amazing stuff. We got a whole bunch of Righteous gear, potentially Legendary Righteous gear, ready to craft up and use our Resistance charms on. And then a crap load of Slayer set. You might tell that I enjoy the Forge Pass gear quite a bit on this account, man. Oh god, and also Perception too. Yeah, a really solid amount of 5 and 6 star Perception gear to craft. Dude, when that CVC rolls around, I am ready to basically reinvent my inventory of artifacts with just amazing, amazing new gear, and hope that you guys are going to go with me on that journey. It's going to be awesome. And speaking of journeys, why not begin a new Raid Shadow Legends journey by clicking on my beginner promo link down below at the top of the video description to jumpstart a new alt Raid account or a new Raid Shadow Legends adventure. By downloading Raid and signing up with my link, you'll get your hands on 2 free epic champions, to go and Rekt as soon as your account hits level 25, 2 S-tier support champions, and therefore it's one of the best beginner promo links going. So yeah, make sure to hit that link if you're looking to ever create a new alt Raid account, man. Just make sure that you're signed out of Plarium Player before clicking on the link, else you won't get the saucy new rewards. And so now that we have Thor, what is next for us? Well, he's probably going to be top of the list for champions that I actually want to build up and sort of max out next in any upcoming champion training events and stuff like that. I think he's just that good. He absolutely smacks. Yeah, I mean, oh my god, look at his ratings, dude. For a nuker, this is just extremely, extremely solid stuff. People love Thor, and I do too. He's going to be top of the list. However, I do have to go ahead and build out a couple more champions. One of them right here is actually Scored the Halfspawn, who is completely a blank slate and is ready to roll. He's ready to rock and roll, and so, yeah, I'm going to be gearing him up during the current artifact enhancement event, and I'll also be turning that into a video as well so you guys can see how his itemization shapes up. And then the third champ I'm going to be maxing out next is a champ I'm going to be getting within the next 48 hours, probably. It is, of course, going to be Arbiter. Finally, after 7.5 months, we're finally going to get Arbiter. These are all very, very easy, achievable, just dungeon grind missions and attack clan boss and stuff like that. You know, I'm ready to roll with both of these arena and Great Hall missions as well. These are ready to go. And so, yeah, I'm going to have Arbiter finally in 48 hours at least. I might just wait until like the Dungeon Divers tournament starts before I blast through all of these dungeon missions so that I'm kind of double dipping a little bit there as well, because there is a Dungeon Divers coming up pretty soon, I believe, and then we'll finally get our hands on Arbiter. All of these missions are really not going to be a problem for us now, so we're finally going to get it done, man. Oh my god. If I hadn't screwed up my Great Hall so much and just spread all my medals out everywhere like a moron and just really focused on, you know, maxing out one of like the accuracy nodes like I've started to do, I would have had these missions done like a month and a half ago. It slowed me down so much. Especially didn't help that I really neglected playing Arena when I first started playing the game. Like for the first 2 months, I barely touched Arena, which is a big problem. It sent me so far behind. Yeah, I think overall on this account, by the way, given that I'm a fairly new player still, and this is like my first raid account ever, I feel like I did a pretty good job of dodging most of the pitfalls and like big beginner mistakes and stuff like that. This is one area of the game where, yeah, I face planted pretty hard, you know, but it's all good. We're gonna get our hands on Arbiter, and then, yeah, she's gonna be a champ that we take up to 60 very, very quickly indeed, man. The revive, the Hydra support, the assistance of the speed aura in Arena is going to be big as well. And she's just all in all a glorious, glorious little champ. Look at her go, man. And so that is where I am at with my plans for my account over the next couple of days to really blast the hell out of this Fairhammer Titan event. Remember that if you are doing this Fairhammer Titan event, you can actually skip up to 250 event points in an event of your choice. And you're totally good, right? You're totally fine. You can skip those 250 points. You only need 1,500 points total to actually complete all of the milestones. That said, I would be quite interested to know what level of Thor split soul you are going for, if any at all. Maybe you're just in it for some free rewards and you didn't do the Thor fusion, or you couldn't complete the Thor fusion and you're just going to pick up some free stuff. But I've seen quite a lot of people saying that they're just going to try and get up to the 4-star Thor split soul, which makes total sense. It's a big old accuracy boost on the 4-star soul, and so that on its own is pretty goddamn powerful. I'm gonna see if we can push towards the 5-star split soul over here. What are you guys doing with the good old Fairhammer Titan event, man? Let me know down below. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Don't forget that good old beginner promo link down below at the top of the video description, man, when creating a new raid account or like a new alt account or something like that. Thanks for stopping by once more, and I'm gonna catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.